everyone. I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and today's topic is called the 20-pound note. And I was really excited to bring this to you, so let me go ahead with this question. It says, perhaps you could do a reading on this video. And basically it's a video, and it shows the new 20-pound note that the UK recently released. And they go over the details of this 20-pound note. And it says, in the video, someone explains how there's hidden symbolism in the 20-pound note of the UK, revealing a connection between EMF radiation and the beer bug, which we all know what the beer bug is because I can't say the real word or I'm going to get flagged on my YouTube video. It says this note depicts what is supposed to be a lighthouse, but looks more like a cell tower with a brick wall background and a wave-like rings around the top of it to symbolize EMF waves. At least that's what many people suspect. Above the tower is a crown on one side of the note, and on the other side of the note, there's what looks like the beer bug virus, a symbol for it, above the tower. So they have all these different symbols on this 20-pound note. For a full view of the note, visit the Bank of England article, and I have a link to the article on my blog itself, but I also put a picture of this new note on the video so you can see it as well if you don't have a chance to go to the blog right away. And then this person also had an interesting observation that they noted on here. It said, stuck in my mind that there seems to be some correlation between the 20-pound note and the Economist magazine cover I did a reading on. And I do that at the beginning of every year because the Economist, they release a magazine with a bazillion symbols on the front, and it's up to all of us to try to figure out what in the world they're trying to predict. So anyway, they're referring to this reading that I had done. It says, remember how it featured a number of words interwoven in a sheet full of letters, and one of the words was vision, and they made it look like it was a word find, and they had different letters and different words intermingled within this word find on the cover. This banknote seems to have a vision as a central theme. The man portrayed on the note, Turner, is an artist, someone who conveys through art what he sees. There's also a quote of his on the note, light is therefore color, referring to things essential for vision. And the lighthouse and the cell tower, however you want to interpret it, which enables us to have vision and see where we are, by the way, the letter T in the beer bug virus symbol. So there's a symbol on there that looks like the beer bug symbol, and they have a little T within this symbol. And it says, you guessed it, the 20th letter of the alphabet. So many odd things with this new currency that they released, and this person wanted to know, what's my take on that? And when I looked at this, first, super interesting. And I do get there's symbolism in this currency. Most currency does have some kind of symbolism or elements of truth in plain sight, and this is no exception. I got that the government is admitting that 5G is the future, and by using the currency in trade, people are agreeing to the transaction. I hear that accepting the currency and using it for goods and service is like cashing a check. You have someone pays you with a check. If you cash the check, you're basically saying, yeah, I accept this. What you did, here's your payment for it. We're done here. We've made a transaction. Well, the currency trade with the symbolism on it feels like that too. Sort of seals the deal. I also get that the monarchy was involved in this, and part of their dealings with the powers that were to use the UK as a 5G experiment, and putting this pound note in circulation kind of puts it in the consciousness of those who are affected by it. So the UK, agreed we're going to be part of this 5G thing. We'll see how it goes. I did get a connection to the beer bug symbol, but it wasn't exactly connected to the 5G part of it. It's like it's a twofold thing going on here. I saw that the T actually was about Trumpet because he is the one trying to take the powers that were down. He is their biggest nemesis right now. And it was like this way of paying homage to the beer bug being the thing that took them down. So you have this beer bug symbol with this T in the middle of it. And what was really interesting when I was tuning in on that symbol with the T and trying to get some clarity of what exactly does this mean, it came to me that this beer bug was eating the T, almost like how Pac-Man eats the ghost. It was like the beer bug was consuming Trumpet, and it was his, I guess, hope for a downfall by means of this beer bug. We're living in very interesting times, and the best way to combat all this energy and all these different things that are going on is to stay present and mindful. Question everything and ponder what's floating around in the collective consciousness. I see many different possible timelines unfolding throughout this because the powers that were, they are not going to go down easy, and they're in their final throes now. So there is a lot of free will. There's a lot of last minute decisions being made. There is so much chaos going on. It's almost hard to predict in such unpredictable times. So I just want to leave everybody with that. And, I'm curious your 2 cents, especially if you live in the UK, what is going on there and how do people feel about this new $20 pound note? Do they feel some ominous vibe to it? Was there something going on? So if you know, please feel free to leave a comment. I'd be really interested to hear your perspective of this as well. And for now, that's all I really have. Please like me, share me, pass along my stuff. It helps me out so much. If you haven't had a chance, check me out on Patreon. I realize not everybody can, but I'm grateful if you're able to. It really helps me out as well. And that's really all I have. Again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thanks. Bye.